Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be a quick mail day video. I did want to focus on two players which this mail day is centered around. One is a care package from a fellow YouTuber who supports my channel. He doesn't have a channel of his own, but he's always reached out to me and commented on my videos and offered to send me something which I'm going to share with you and my latest pickup. So to start out with, this is from someone who likes to watch my videos. His name is Candido. Hi James, enclosed find the Rentería cards, which this is based on Edgar Rentería. I hope you enjoy them. They go back from 1995 and 96. Please let me know when you receive them. He was known here in Miami as the Barranquilla baby. He was 20 years old. So let me share with you the cards that he was so generous to send out to me. This is my favorite player from Colombia. There's not many baseball players that played in the major leagues, but this man was able to have quite a career for himself. Born and raised in Barranquilla, Colombia. And that's his premier prospect part from SP. This is a very nice Damra Studio from 98. Look at this. Very gorgeous. He actually was a two-time World Series champion with the Marlins and with the Giants. This card is gorgeous, brilliant. And he was a three-time Silver Slugger Award winner in the National League as a shortstop in 2000, 2002, and 2003. Very beautiful cards. And he actually was an MVP for the World Series in 2010 with the Giants. Here's his Cardinals uni days. Here's a very beautiful Stadium Club card. Now, what makes him have some sort of notoriety, that aside from me personally, because he's Colombian, was the fact that he did something that only 3 other players were able to do. And I find so cool for someone to not be a superstar, but to be tied to this. And that is that he is one of 4 players that had 2 series winning hits. So he had one in 1997, which was the Game 7 hit against the Cleveland Indians and ended the series.
The 0-1 pitch. A liner off Nagy's glove into center field. The Florida Marlins have won the World Series.
And then also in Game 5 in 2010, in which he hit a home run. And that was a game-winning home run.
The 2-0 is hit high in the air to left center field. Back is Murphy on the run. 3-run home run Rentería. And a 3-0 San Francisco lead in the 7th.
So those feats put him up there with 3 other players, Yogi Berra, DiMaggio, and Garrett. So for you to be tied with those 3 immortals says something about yourself. So that is the Barranquilla baby. Up until that point, this was the only Rentería card I had, which is his rookie card. But now I'm gonna basically add these to a binder page, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, because I have 2 other people which I PC. So this is my binder. I have most of my baseball cards in here that I like to look at and aren't like valuable enough for some reason. I guess I deem them to be top loader or card saver material or slabbed. But I have quite a few. I have like all the teams. And then towards the back, I have some of my PC guys. Here we go with the Yankees. Here's Donnie Baseball. I'm not the biggest Don Mattingly collector, but he is the main guy at PC growing up. So I have a lot of his cards, and as you could tell, share with you my binder here. I really enjoyed collecting his cards earlier on. All the way through, I remained a big Hitman fan. And then aside from him, I PC'd the player who I met right here, Torrey Hunter. So I don't have the biggest Torrey Hunter collection, but I do enjoy having his early day cards from the Twins. And here's an empty page, which I anticipated putting most of these cards in. So there you go. I get to now look at all of these, and I'm eventually gonna try to fill them up with a couple more. Make the page nice and juicy. A lot of people usually put one card per page, but I usually try to fill them up with 2 cards because I like looking at it like a book where you can look at both sides of the pages and enjoy getting more bang for your buck. But others like seeing the stats and you know, enjoying the backside of a card. I just like filling it up and having more to look at personally. It's just the way I like filling up the binders. Here's a Ken Griffey. Here's another one I like to PC, Ken Griffey. I have a bunch of Ken Griffey cards here, front to back. And yeah, so maybe one of these days I'll share my binder with you. So now with my next pickup, the last part of the video is I'm gonna show you this card, which I was so lucky to have. I bought this Fan Craze card from 1906 from the same seller who sold me the Rube Waddell card. He actually had quite a few cards. He gave me a list of cards he had. A few Hall of Famers that he had left over. But this card, he worked out for me very cheap with shipping and handling. And it's basically another card that has low pop count. There's somewhere around like 30 of these, 28, 30 of these around. And basically what made me shoot for this guy was that he hit 25 home runs in 1899. And that was the most by a player other than Ned Williamson, who hit 27 home runs in 1884. So he has the most home runs hit in the dead ball era. But Freeman is regarded as having the better accomplishment because throughout his prime years, he was one of the premier sluggers. But what goes into him being more like looked upon as a more premier hitter was the fact that Ned Williamson, his home field was Lakeshore Park, and the dimensions in that park were 200 feet on both foul lines and 300 feet straightaway center. So they considered that ballpark a bandbox. And yes, the ball was deadened, which ends the dead ball era. But with all that being said, it was a lot easier for him to play half of his games at home in that small bandbox, and thus alluding to him being able to hit a prodigious amount, as opposed to Buck Freeman, who actually played in Boundary Field, which later became Griffith Stadium, and the dimensions there were 344 at left, 400 in center, and 305 at right field. So he's more respected as one of the premier hitters, and his 25 home runs is widely regarded as a greater feat. And then eventually was surpassed in 1919 by the great Babe Ruth. But up until then, he was regarded as an anomaly because hitting 25 home runs or 27 home runs like Ned Williamson was like hitting, I don't know, 65 or 70 home runs when you think about it nowadays. So this is Buck Freeman. I'm very happy to pick this one up. I really like this card. I'll probably get it graded. And although he's not a Hall of Famer or anything, I think the fact that he's tied with hitting so many home runs in a dead ball era and then later being surpassed by Babe Ruth was quite an accomplishment. So that's my mail day video. I hope you enjoyed. And I want you to stay tuned. I'm going to work on a boxing video soon for my boy Junior Baseball Fanatic and Joe, who were very generous with me with giving me a little food for content there. But until then, I want to wish everyone happy hunting when it comes to cards. I want everyone to stay safe and be blessed. See you on the next one.